New at 10 tonight, relics from the Cold War, giving us a look at how the Soviet Union saw the district back then. We're talking about intensely detailed maps. A local historian recently uncovered the maps, and Fox 5's Jim Lokay shows us.
You know, in a city founded on so much history, it's amazing what we continue to find. And one of the things found was by this guy. This is Elliot Carter. And Elliot, tell me a little bit about, you made a little bit of a discovery here. Tell me what you got.
Yeah, so these are, this is a image of secret Soviet maps that were compiled during the 1970s. And they were sold off by corrupt Soviet military officers as that country collapsed, and they made their way west. And a guy I made the acquaintance of in England, he bought them while on a trip to Latvia, and he agreed to share them with me here.
So just to give a point of reference, obviously this is just a very small snippet of other maps. So we're looking here at some very familiar sites, right?
Yeah, we have the White House here, and you may recognize, I believe this is 16th Street. You have DuPont Circle in Georgetown, and all of DC's familiar buildings,
sites, yeah.
Except Cyrillic text and...
Why would the Soviets want maps of our nation's capital? I think some people have some ideas, but why did these exist in the first place? So
the need for maps of European cities, obviously, that would be kind of a military necessity, but the United States maps, it's something different. I think it's kind of like a Wikipedia built on paper, where they did this just because they could, basically.
Yeah.
They started with open source stuff like geological survey maps, and then they added onto it with this absurd level of detail using like satellite imagery, field work, all this stuff. Alongside the absurd detail are some really weird errors. Like, they often use the analogous Russian word instead of a correct translation. Mm-hmm. So the House of Representatives, they label as the Palace of Representatives, and the State Department is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and stuff like that.
Was this anything planned for an invasion, a what-if scenario, or did they exist for just more benign purposes?
Yeah, I don't think it was an invasion map, because I think if hostilities had ignited, there probably would have been nuclear weapons involved, and they wouldn't have been occupying any kind of a city.
How do you get interested in this sort of thing? And this has become a hobby for you.
Yeah, no, I have been running a blog at architectofthecapital.org, and it's just something I recently started, but I've been obsessed with kind of DC history from a young age, being a local, and I love writing, so it's...
And this is unique. This is something that has been uncovered. It took you to find it and get it out there.
Yeah, no, it's the first time the full-scale digital ones have been published on the internet at all.
Okay, and what we're going to do is link to those on our website at fox5dc.com. We'll also give you a link to his blog to check it out. Elliot, I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Back to you.